up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. We are down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. The Real Housewives second episode was really good. I watched it so late last night. Took notes, so hopefully I got everything because I didn't get a chance to watch it the second time. They start off where they left off at the spring fling, spring summer jam. I don't know what's going on. And, they're still in the circle fussing with each other. And Mia's like, well, people go through things all the time. Why can't I post, online? And none of you have been there for me. She's the only one that's been there for me. And that's Jacqueline, Mia's best friend. So I don't know why they keep putting quotations around this lady's name. They start walking over there. Wendy, Ascala, and Candace. Candace was like, y'all walking over there? We walking over there? Like, I don't even want to go over here. I'm with Candace. I don't want to go over there. Anyways, Robin says, you invited that attention. And she did. But that's what she wanted. She wanted that attention. Because the truth is, she didn't have to post anything. And she can post whatever she wants to at the same time. You post things to bring attention to things. And if you say that you have a cancer scare, it's attention seeking. It's attention seeking. It is attention seeking. It is. I feel like it is. Karen says to Gizelle, who are you to question her? And Robin raises her voice. She's Gizelle's guard dog, honey. She says, let's not act like it was just Gizelle and Robin. The only one question, baby, they went down the road. Robin said it was Karen. But Karen said she agrees that it's different. Ashley said it. Candace said it. Well, this is real life. This is real life that she's going through. Wendy looks over to Jasmine, I think that's her name, and says, who are you? Who are you? Where? She was like, I'm Mia's friend. I'm Mia's friend. I've been Mia's friend. She was like, oh, because I was just wondering whose friend is this, right? Sharice shows up. Karen's face. Did you see Karen's face? Karen was like, girl, why are you here? So when Robin said, well, she said we can invite anybody, so I invited her. They are so messy. So messy. Karen, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, right? Bitch, why did Mia say, Mia said, I can't control somebody with a personality disorder. She was talking about Gizelle. Bitch, oh my God. She said, I can't control somebody with a personality disorder. She was like, I can't. Katie shows up. She got a bald head and green contacts in. She always trying to, shake the scene up, honey. Always. You saw Ray. He saw her ass too, honey. Why did she grab his ass? I was like, no, don't do that. Like, I thought that was out of line. I'm sorry. It's out of line. If he did that to her, we would have been like, hell no. But she did it to him. I don't like it. I was really shocked that she did that. I was like, what? No, she did not do that. Karen and Sharice are over there. Sharice tells her that she wants to, have lunch with her. And Karen's looking like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it, right? Candace and Ashley are talking. I got secondhand embarrassment when Wendy brought attention to Candace and Ashley talking and saying, oh my God, I like this. This is so cute. It was just weird. I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was very, very contrived. I don't know. I didn't like it. Gizelle tells Katie what Gizelle? Oh no, Gizelle takes Katie over to Ray. Is that did she? I think she took her over to Ray and said, Ray, the person you have a crush on is here, and she hugged him and grabbed his ass, child, whatever. Karen was given some kind of toast. I don't know what the F she was talking about, but did y'all see Robin's houndstooth suit? It was she had on a blazer and a pants, the same pattern, and it was white and black. It wasn't like I don't know. It looked so weird. And then like the bottom of the pants kind of bailed out, and I was like, girl, what do you have on? I don't know. I did not like that outfit. It was horrendous. It was. The Grand Dame is back. That's what she said, honey. Everybody's like, well, where did she go? We didn't know she went anywhere, honey. Gizelle said this doesn't make sense. It's springtime in Mexico. I was about to say, well, Gizelle, you give an event, but that's shady. What was it? Shady, reasonably shady event. That was the events of all events, honey. It really was. So that was the end of that part. We'll see, honey. Karen is going to get enhancements and adjustments. She says it's for her. It's not for anybody else. And what's her name said that it's not for girls in their 20s. They should wait until they get older to get work done. I feel like you should get it at a particular age, but then if you get it at a young age, you're going to spend more time trying to maintain it than if you wait and then see how your body develops. But I mean, like, I guess boobs are now. I mean, I was gonna say boobs are natural, but boobs are so common that it's like you can go get a boob job if you need to go get an adjustment or whatever. So she keeps getting adjustments, fat here, this there, and all of that stuff. So Candace's sister comes over. Candace's sister tried to kill Cynthia the plant. That was funny to me. She was like, girl, you're so busy, this and that. She was like, yeah, I'm trying to be a wife, trying to be a performer, or what's she saying? And then she was like, and I'm trying to be somebody's mama. Her sister was like, bitch. Like, girl, yeah, fucking right. Stop playing with me in these cameras, girl. Are we being punked right now? It's the most, she wants to be pregnant, trying to get pregnant by the end of the year. It's the most permanent thing you can do and all this other stuff. Okay, great. Ashley's friend Deborah comes over to Ashley's house. Ashley has donuts. She's the second time. She had donuts twice. She had donuts down to her girl to her workout class. And I tell you, that was Deborah. Deborah, not that Deborah. Did I name the girl Deborah? I don't remember what I said on last week's episode. Ashley down on Saturday mornings at 9:00, the hip hop dance class. I've said that when that girl started doing the TikToks, that's what it was giving. It was giving Pam down at the damn Family Fitness Center. 9:00, come down. We're gonna have hip hop classes, and all she's doing is a bunch of damn TikTok dances. So Deborah comes over. Now, let me tell you something. Deborah came to work. Did they pay Deborah? Deborah was talkative. I was like, this is the most, and the only person I kept thinking about was Cherie from Beverly Hills. I was like, look at Deborah. Deborah is chatty. She was asking good questions. I was like, Deborah needs to come on the show. She needs to be a friend. We need to get into, and Deborah looks familiar. I feel like Deborah is an influencer because I've seen her face before. But anyway, she says that her and Michael are sleeping in separate rooms. Is he trying to reel you back in? Is it a cheaper to keeper? I said, girl, come on, ask the questions, because that's what it is. It is a cheaper to keeper. Is he going to date? She was like, I don't think there'll be any downtime. Right, because he's never stopped doing him. And it was so funny when lately she was like, he's not cheating on me. He doesn't have another baby. They were like, girl, what are you talking about? Well, he hasn't cheated on me lately. Do you hear yourself? That's what I'd be wondering, like, do you hear yourself? Like, you have an ability to go back and rewatch what you said. When you hear yourself, you don't think that that sounds crazy? Well, he hasn't cheated on me lately. And I bet because he's your husband, you're still having unprotected sex. But she's not having. That's a lot. A lot of these women, they be married to single men. They be married. I know it's sad. They be married to single men, and because the man is their husband, they continue to have unprotected sex with him. I don't know. It's weird. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you know and you know that your man is cheating on you, just because that's your man, you should not be having unprotected sex, because you know he's dipping his pole in another pond. Okay. She says she feels guilty. Look, listen to this. She feels guilty and she feels she needs to be exclusive out of respect. That bigger person, that to me is toxic femininity. That is a whatever you want, like, all the different symptoms of toxic femininity. Put being the bigger person over there. That never, like, y'all don't, do you hear yourselves how you do yourself a disservice by playing the bigger person? You think that there's something admirable and honorable and respectful by respecting someone who doesn't respect you, and not only doesn't respect you, but puts your life at risk when he goes out and does his deviant things. Because we know Michael ain't just fucking. It's a lot of other things going on. Candle wax on the nipples. Yeah. So not only are you giving him, you only fucking him while he goes out and fucks DMV, okay? Out of respect, girl. She wants to have a high heels class, right? And she goes, "Are you going to invite Candace?" When I tell you, bring that girl on this show. She had so much to say. She was very talkative. I really enjoyed that little moment with Deborah. Okay. Gizelle and Robin go out to this little cafe. It was raining. Robin running through the rain with her open toe shoes on, honey. It's spring, so it rains and it's sun. It's rain and sun. Every through the transitions of the scene, them crushing flowers. It's just like they need to take that out. I'm so tired of it, because it's almost like it's a foreshadowing, like something bad is about to happen. That's why we crushing flowers all through the episode. You'll get on my nerves. Anyways, she says we have a lot to talk about, Robin. We have a lot to talk about, but I got a bone to pick with you first. What did I do, Robin? Oh my God. So Robin has taken the call, right? You are going to have to reprimand or hold Gizelle accountable for everybody to see. Because I hold her accountable in private, that don't work, right? I think we've seen Robin maybe hold Gizelle accountable once or twice before, right? So when Gizelle told the women at the table that her name was the only name on that house today, that was nobody's business, right? And then they showed the clip of Karen saying, "Don't you think Robin needs to tell us that?" Right, because you don't have nothing going on in your life, so you tell other people's business. Instead of being like, "I know a woman right now who whatever, right?" But you threw Robin under the bus with that, and you know how it already looks. It looks crazy. Robin explains that she got a better interest rate without him being on there, because his credit is fucked up from the time that they foreclosed on the other house. So he's still trying to. Girl, if you don't go to Instagram and find you a credit repair, Juan needs credit repair, y'all. Somebody help Juan out, girl. So she says that um, they are doubting Ashley, things that she's saying. Gizelle sends Mia an apology text. She was like, she's gonna say, "Fuck you, Gizelle." Yeah, she's gonna say that. Ashley and Robin went to decorating, I guess picking out wallpaper, and I saw some really pretty wallpaper on Pinterest the other day. It was so pretty. Oh my God. Anyway, so she says, when we were over there, where she's going to decorate this new place she's getting with Michael or whatever. But she was telling me that Chris DM'd her at 2:42 in the morning and actually was like, you're not at the W with your wife. So while you're trying to be messy, why do you think that Chris Bassett would send you a DM, slide into your DM, if he wasn't with his wife and told you to come somewhere? Who do you think he would have been with? Who do you think? Has Chris given you any indication that he likes you? Girl, that was so stupid to me. I was like, girl, it clearly said, like, you are literally, and this is where Chris fucks up. These bitches don't like your wife. And while you want to be diplomatic Dave and be everybody's friend, anything you do in direction to these women by being friendly, they are going to take it and make something else out of it. Because the thing clearly said, replying to a story. So he didn't slide in her DM and say, hey, Ashley, I'm up at the W. Why don't you come up here and have a drink with me? Right? What he's trying to do is invite you to a place where he works because you are on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if your face is in the place that he's the general manager of, he got the local celebrities coming to the spot. But you want to take it and make it seem like this man likes you. He was trying to push up. He was trying to slide. So then Robin was like, well, he's the GM. Like the way she was looking at Ashley, like, bitch, I know what you're trying to do. But he's the GM, right? And I feel like Robin should be a little bit more like kind of vigilant and like, don't do that. Don't try to do that because of the way that Ashley used to come at her marriage with, her situation with Juan. I felt like she should have been more like, girl, don't play those games. Because, it says reply to your story. You posted somewhere that you was having fun and he just invited you up to the place where he works because you're a housewife and a local celebrity. Gizelle goes, oh, are you giving him the benefit of the doubt? Same benefit of the doubt that you gave Jamal Bryant when you allowed him back into your life. That same benefit of the doubt. Girl, shut up. You're giving him the benefit of the doubt? Yes, because, girl, let's not play these games. Girl, don't play these games. Robin explains that, he's trying to cultivate relationships, friendships. He's trying to be friendly. Chris is just friendly to people. And that's the problem that a lot of folks have with Chris, because you want to be friendly to people that aren't friendly to your wife. So it's almost like, I feel like it can be felt as like betrayal to me. Not as harsh as betrayal, but just like, you're always supposed to be on my team. It's almost as like you want to be friends with the opposing team. And it's like, don't be friends because they'll take it and flip it like they did. At the reunion, she was like, I don't like how he overstepped at the reunion. She says he gets into the room with her, into her dressing room. She thought her glam was still there. Were they there before? Because how you came out the reunion, did they come? Were they there at all? She says he was drunk, and she says, I don't want to be in a closed room with a married man. I completely understand in a room with a married man, you want a third party. And not for anything but to say that nothing happened, to be a person to say like, And that's just, I think that's just a known rule. I feel like that's a known rule. Like, you don't want to be in a room with a married man, door closed or anything like that, because y'all two coming out, you could have just had a conversation. Nothing at all happened. Not even uncomfortable. It was just a regular conversation. When you come out of that room and another person sees you coming out of that room, they can make anything up. So if there's a third party in the room, then they could vouch and say nothing happened, right? So I understand Gizelle coming from that perspective. I don't want no optics of cheating. He didn't say anything appropriate. He didn't touch her. But she was like, he was just talking. I don't really know what he was saying. It was like he was complaining about Candace. And I'm trying to figure out, because when men complain about their wives, that's usually a way for you to feel sorry for them. And then it kind of opens you up to feel a certain way or feel empathy towards him. And that empathy can be taken advantage of. And there will be some men who that's their opportunity, right? You feel sorry for me. My wife is nagging me. My wife is this. My wife is that. And I'm like, you're own Captain Save-A-Ho, right? And so now you want to let him find comfort in you, and then he finds comfort in between your legs, right? So that's not, he's a sneaky link. That's what she said. That's like, I don't know. Like if I was Candace, I would stay on that lady's necks. Okay. Lioness Mia, she says she got 16 locations. They're about to open a location in DC. And speaking of Lioness Mia, did y'all see Lioness Monique down to the internet with her big ass hand in the camera, letting everybody know her and Chris was still married? So People Magazine, and I know People Magazine, my grandmother read People Magazine forever. People Magazine is not really typically in like the gossip magazines. It's gossip, but they usually are sourced. Like they don't get sued or threaten to get sued because they're reporting false things. They usually get like good sources of information. And they ran an article saying that Monique and Chris separated after 10 years. And then also at the BravoCon, shout out to all the content creators, the Brooke Ashley. I saw her at BravoCon having all the pictures with Kenya. I saw her with Kenya. I was like, yes! But they went to BravoCon, and at BravoCon, Ashley said something about Monique going through personal issues. Leave it up to Big Mouth Stewie, right, to tell somebody's business. Now, maybe she said it and was like ahead of what maybe fucking Chris didn't know, bitch. Maybe Chris didn't know. But the People article had quotes from Monique. So I'm like, who interviewed her? Then they said David Quinn, the dude that wrote the Housewives book, is the one who wrote the People article. And then so later on that day, it was like hours later, Monique is down to the internet with Chris, and she's showing her big ass hand in the camera. And I'm like, girl, you so much like Mia. Y'all just be lying. It's like, why? It's attention seeking. And it's like, for what? Oh, she got a show coming out. I don't know, but I was just like, ugh, Monique. I was like, y'all so whack. Y'all whack. I'm sorry. And it's like, girl, okay, fine, whatever. I don't know. Maybe Chris didn't know that he was about to be separated from, honey. I don't know. But back to Lioness Mia, honey. I was like, yeah, Monique and Mia do got a lot of similarities, right? Just lying for no reason. Anyways, she spent 4 hours in the MRI machine getting scanned and everything like that. Her friend Jacqueline, did I call her Jacqueline? What was I calling her earlier? Jasmine. I think I was calling her Jasmine earlier. Jacqueline says, they've known each other since high school. They show pictures of Mia in high school, and they've been friends forever and this and that. And she was disgusted by what went on at the spring party, honey. Why would you make something like that up? Bitch, there are people who will go through a whole surgery, okay, and don't know nothing be wrong with them. Why would somebody lie? That's why. Because it's so ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous that you wouldn't think that somebody would lie about some shit like that. But bitch, you can find it. Go Google anything. People who have gone through, I forgot the name of the, it's not hypochondria. Is it hypochondria? Where the people think that something's wrong with them? And they go through all the things they go through. They go to doctors and doctors and doctors. The doctors be telling them nothing's wrong with them. They'll go have a surgery, honey. They'll take it and they'll think something's wrong with them. It's attention seeking. It's attention seeking. I don't know if that's what Mia's doing, but when you say something is ridiculous, why would somebody do that? Right. And every time somebody says, why would somebody do that? I want you to think about Tim Norman, who took out a life insurance policy out on his nephew and then hired somebody to kill his nephew. I want you to think about that every time you say, why would somebody do something like that? Think about that, okay? I feel like Karen had to CYA. She know what that meant. They were like, cover your ass. You don't know what that means? She said because Karen is closer to them. She's right. She's absolutely right. Jacqueline is absolutely right. Karen sent Mia a text to forewarn her. She was like, girl, why you just didn't come? I live around the corner. Why you just didn't come and tell me you had a problem if you believed that I would make some shit like this up or I was just trying to get attention? She said she did hear from Gizelle and she left her on red. And she was like, I need to remind these bitches who I am. I'm Mia motherfucking Morton, honey. And Horton, what's her last name? Mia Thornton. Mia motherfucking Thornton. She said, she's back on scheduling appointments. Remember when she told Gizelle that they could schedule an appointment with her? So that's where they are. She's back to scheduling an appointment with these hoes, okay? Ashley and Candace, they go to it looked like a miniature golf little area. It was very cute. Candace looked so cute. That coat she had on with them glasses, she looked so cute when she walked in there. I was like, yes, they had on the same color, honey. You know, I don't know. I do think that there's a tinge of, I don't know what it is with Ashley. I find her conniving. That's the only word that I can think of. I find her conniving. I'm going to think of another word. Untrustworthy. I do not trust her at all. Like Candace, to me, I feel like you do yourself a disservice when somebody who has been so vile to you that you jump right into a relationship with them. Say that you're taking it slow, but then you're also sharing like vulnerable things and things like that. Like you jump back into the relationship too quick and the person hasn't built up trust. But anyways, so in order to build that, their relationship, Ashley tells Candace that Chris was in her DMs. And baby, when I tell you Candace's whole face changed, I'm sure she was like, this motherfucking bitch. Like, again, like, here we go again. So she says that, she tells her she went to the Grammys. It was a networking opportunity. Chris DM'd me. I just wanted to make sure, because if you saw it in his phone, I didn't want you to think that I was keeping something from you. So I wanted you to know that he DM'd me. Candace says, I could see why she thought, or she could think that it is weird. But she says, she was like, oh yeah, because I would want you to tell me. She was like, I would want you to tell me. And she was like, you did tell me. And so they flashed back to the time when she got that text. Remember when she got that text and she was like, oh shit. And she was running down there with her shoes on and stuff because she was trying to tell the people that we have physical evidence of your man down at the bar, honey, talking to the girls. So Candace was looking at Ashley real crazy, like, bitch, you fucking bitch, you. Anyways, at Ashley's dance class, Robin shows up first. Gizelle says she coming in to pop, lock, and drop it. She said her wig was Beyonce. That was a Beyonce wig. Ashley was like, you got it tacked on. Karen is not coming because she's trying to avoid Sharice. Sharice shows up. Sharice says she sent Karen a text and she didn't respond back to her. She said, I don't have any idea what's wrong with her. She said, then Gizelle said in the confessional that Sharice has tea on Karen, that she's afraid that Sharice is going to tell. Ashley talks about how she's not drinking anymore because I guess she wants to be in a clear space as she's going through this divorce, and she needs to raise her vibration going through the separation. Obviously, you're not thinking clearly because you're still making a bunch of mistakes. And it's so weird because I feel like Ashley's the type of person that'll tell you all the things. Like I think she tells people things to get a reaction. I think she does it to see like how are they going to react to this ridiculous story. Right. And then she's going to do whatever she wants to do. I'm just telling you to see how you're going to react. That's what I get from Ashley. Oh yeah, that's what Robin said to Gizelle and Ashley. Y'all have something to talk about. And then she was like, what you said to me came off as accusatory. Then Cherie shows up. What's her name says, my intention was not to come off accusatory, but I don't play about divorce. Yes, you do. You do play about divorce because you allowed a man you divorced for sending you to Sing Sing, okay? And you let him back in your life. So you do play about divorce. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what y'all don't want to say it at the time. Like how are you talking about? Because she brought up Jamal, but it's like you do play with divorce. Because when you divorce, I don't give a fuck. Now you're not, oh, we gonna reconcile? How you reconciling and the nigga ain't changed? What are you doing? Like, that's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. There's not a statute of limitations on affection. She said, so y'all are still together? She was like, the things that Michael and I are going through, it's not hostile. It's not hostile. I haven't gone through, he's not cheating on me. He's not having babies on me. Basically, the shit that y'all be going through with these niggas, I don't go through. But you do go through it. Ashley, what are you talking about? Well, he hasn't cheated on me lately, girl. Y'all sound crazy as hell. I'm like, do y'all hear yourselves? Cherie says, I don't understand what's the problem with him buying her a house. I don't get it. I don't know what the problem is. It's time to dance. Mia shows up. Didn't respond to the text. She didn't respond to Gizelle's text. She has to put her back on booking appointments. Wendy shows up. Wendy was winding it. What was she doing? Girl, did you see Robin? Oh, when I tell you Robin is a white woman, she's a soccer mom, white woman soccer mom. Like, she is like, what are you doing on the floor like that with your legs like that? Why are your feet spread out like that, just hanging like that and flex like that and looking like that? Ugh. She trying to be funny, but it was so unappealing. I was like, this is so unattractive. And then she went back on her back doing something, and the mic pack, I know that hurt her back. Because she was like, ow. Yeah, it's the mic pack. Gizelle talking about, I was born for this. Girl, where are you really? Did you see how Gizelle was dancing at their little party that they went to? The spring fling. Did you see how Gizelle was dancing? I was like, oh, she is so corny. Robin looks crazy. Yeah, she did. She did look crazy. She looked crazy as hell. Sharice asked Ashley, like, when are you making your divorce statement? When are you making your divorce statement? She was like, well, I want to get my loan first before we announce the divorce because I feel like it will mess up my opportunity to get a loan. Probably will. So that's smart. Gizelle wants to talk to Candace, so they sit down. She was like, I want to talk to you or whatever. And she was like, okay, what's up, girl? What's going on? What did I do? So they sitting down. She was like, the situation with Ashley saying that Chris made her feel uncomfortable. I wanted to share something with you about a situation where I felt uncomfortable with Chris. And she was like, did he do something to you? She was like, I don't want to be in a room with a man alone. And she was like, okay. And she was like, but Cal said that he saw him leave, so he knew we would be alone in the room together. She was like, Candace, you can't diminish how I feel. Candace was offended, right? That you would even suggest that this man who looks at y'all as sisters, who cooks for you, when you come over, he's accommodating to you. He would lay his jacket over a puddle for you to walk over. And you want to tell me that my husband made you feel uncomfortable? She gets her stuff. She gets up. She was looking like all the cameras was there. They were like, Gizelle was looking like, what's she about to do? And then Ashley was like, where's she going? She was like, I don't need a camera or whatever. She goes into the bathroom. She was asking for her producer, Eric, Tony, somebody. He comes to the door. She was like, y'all not about to play this with my husband. You have Michael Darby for that. You have Michael Darby for that. Y'all not about to play with my husband. Do you hear me? You have enough to play with Michael Darby. Here she go.
You don't want me here. Michael Darby is available for that. The ass-grabbing motherfucker that likes to actually make people feel uncomfortable. He's available for that. Not my husband. Want to be about whining my husband? You don't want me here. Michael Darby is available for that. The ass-grabbing motherfucker that likes to actually make people feel uncomfortable. He's available for that. Not my husband.
Not my husband. Y'all not about to play these games with my husband. Y'all got Ashley saying he's uncomfortable. And see, this is where Chris is going to have to learn that women who are not 100% with your wife, you have to maintain very firm, clear boundaries, because they will take it and flip it, and you could just be being nice. And there are women who will take a man being nice as him trying to get with me, because why? Most men are only being nice because they want something in return. And you should not expect that from a married man. But hello, there are plenty of married men who will take a woman being nice or try to be nice to a woman because he wants something in return. Like, there are men who will do what they're suggesting that Chris is doing. So I personally think that Chris doesn't like Gizelle. I feel like he's being nice for Candace. Like, again, that's why you have to like back up. You don't do that because these bitches are real funny, and we're not going to play those games. So he made you feel uncomfortable. Did he touch you? Did he say something inappropriate? So just being alone in a room with my husband, who has done all these things for you, who looks at you this way, who is man enough to put a jacket over a puddle for you, gonna do this to him? Like, you're literally saying that you're gonna make it seem like my husband was trying to do something to you? Nah, not my husband. You're not about to do that with Chris. You can do it with Michael, because that's a legit person who practices misconduct. So we're not gonna do that with Chris, and he's really on some innocent shit. You think, girl? Anyways, take care of each other, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think of the episode. I want to know why Jacqueline has, after you've been this lady's friend since y'all was 15 years old, and now here we go with this. Best friend. That's what I really want to know, what that's about. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.